Historical events can leave lasting impacts on economic development. Today, I will discuss the role of African slave trades, focusing on Nathan Nunn's influential research. Nunn collected detailed historical data from shipping records, identifying the ethnic origins of over 100,000 African slaves. Using his extensive records, he estimated slave exports from various regions across 4 major slavery routes: the transatlantic, Indian Ocean, Red Sea, and Trans-Sahara trades. He combined this historical information with modern economic indicators, notably GDP per capita, and normalized slave exports by area or population to allow for accurate comparisons between regions. The analysis reveals a strong negative correlation. Countries and regions heavily impacted by slave exports historically are significantly poorer today. This clear negative relationship suggests that the long-run legacy of slave trade activities continues to severely hinder economic development across Africa. Nunn also considered historical context and the mechanisms described by historians. Slave raids caused widespread violence, disrupted society structure, weakened institutions, and fragmented society. Such disruption helped explain how slave exports could permanently undermine regional economic perspective by weakening governance, decreasing cooperation, and fostering mistrust. To strengthen the cultural interpretation of his finding, Nunn addressed the concern that perhaps poor area naturally exports more slaves. He found the opposite. The richer and more densely populated areas were targeted more aggressively. Additionally, he employed instrumental variable techniques using geographical distance from major slave trading coasts as an instrumental variable. Regions further inland typically experienced fewer slave raids, providing an exogenous source of variation that helps isolate the impact of slave trade from other confounding factors. The key results from Nunn's empirical analysis are robust. Higher historical slave exports significantly correlate with lower contemporary economic development. Notably, Nunn estimated that if the slave trades had never occurred, approximately 72% of the current income gap between Africa and the rest of the world would not exist, effectively aligning Africans' average income level closer to that of Latin America and Asia today. Furthermore, the impact extended beyond economic into social structures. Slave raiding promoted political instability, contributed to the collapse of states, and created fragmented, smaller ethnic groups. Nunn and subsequent researchers identified a legacy of decreased interpersonal trust among ethnic groups heavily affected by slavery, suggesting a profound cultural and institutional legacy that persists today and inhibits development. Despite its strength, Nunn's study faced several limitations. The historical data used inevitably included uncertainties and potential measurement errors. Moreover, establishing definitive causality across centuries poses significant challenges, and the analysis mainly addressed GDP per capita without fully exploring other critical dimensions like education, health, or political stability in depth. In conclusion, Nunn's study compliance illustrates the profound and enduring impact of historical events like the slavery trade on contemporary development. Recognizing and understanding these historical legacies is crucial for accurately diagnosing current development disparities and formulating informed, effective policy interventions in Africa today. Thank you.